Finding different shapes is easy. Triangles, circles, rectangles. Using the shape builder tool, you can collect all of those shapes together and make them into one big complex shape.
Mum's been so annoying lately. She keeps pestering me about staying in my room too much. I know, right? Just because they're not up to date with the world. Also, it's not like we spend all of our time just talking on Facebook or whatever. But actually,
Something interesting? If you can focus for the next half hour, if you can focus for the next half hour, if you can focus for the next half hour, if you can focus for the next half hour, if you can focus for the next half hour, if you can.
What is ADHD? ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. ADHD is a disorder with symptoms of inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness that interfere with a child or adolescent's ability to learn, work continuously, and engage in leisure activities.
Causes of ADHD. ADHD and heredity. Siblings and children of people with ADHD may be up to 5 times more likely to have the disorder. More than half of all parents with ADHD will have a child with the disorder. ADHD and other factors. Brain injuries. Prenatal alcohol and drugs exposure when the mother smokes, takes drugs, and drinks a lot of alcohol. Brain disease trauma to the head during birth, head injury, and passive smoking can also increase the chances of a child developing ADHD. Next is environmental factors. It may be the family environment that increase the likelihood of ADHD, such as child home life, family conflicts, and criminal behavior. And lastly is food. Eating particular types of food or food additives could play a role in causing ADHD.
Problems in play. Child unable to participate in games with rules and regulations due to poor attention and concentration. Child have difficulty playing independently due to aggressive behavior. Child unable to focus in play activity due to easily distracted. Child participate in repetitive play for hours, for example, lining up toys due to dislike tasks that require subtle mental effort. Child have difficulty with imitative play due to doesn't follow through on instruction. Child have problem playing games with loud sound due to hypersensitive to sound.
In order to identify the problems that affect children with ADHD, occupational therapists use assessments that is best suited to assess the play components itself. The first assessment is the test of playfulness. The test of playfulness is an assessment that is designed for measuring the play of individuals between the age of 6 months and 18 years. It is composed of 29 items that are scored following an observation of the individual's free play in both indoor and outdoor settings. It has been recommended that the top is most reliable when completed after play sessions that are 15 minutes in length. After observing 15 to 20 minutes of free play in a familiar supportive environment, traits of the child's play are scored in the areas of intrinsic motivation, internal control, and suspension of reality. The top is completed by a trained observer. Items are scored on a 4-point Likert scale with respect to 3 dimensions. Extent refers to the proportion of time engaged in the behavior, intensity refers to the degree of engagement, and skill refers to the adeptness, ease, or ability demonstrated by the child. After scoring for tests of playfulness, the problems and areas that are affected can be identified and interventions can be made. The test of playfulness can also be used right away after interventions, as it has been used to show whether an intervention is effective or not.
While we have described the impact of ADHD on occupational performance, this time round will be discussed on some of the interventions that can be done for children with ADHD in play. Behavior therapy seeks to identify and help change potentially self-destructive or unhealthy behaviors. It functions on the idea that all behaviors are learned and that unhealthy behaviors can be changed. The focus of treatment is often on current problems and how to change them. A central part of this therapy is rewarding positive behavior and punishing negative behavior. Parents must help to reinforce this in the child's day-to-day life. Behavior therapy can be applied together with play therapy that can be used for children. Treatment involves teaching children different methods of responding to situations more positively. Play games such as throw catch a ball to improve coordination. Play games that help to improve memory and focus. For example, the memory game. It requires the child to match his or her cards with others that are turned face down. Occupational therapists may use a technique called sensory integrative to help kids with ADHD who have sensory processing disorder. For instance, deep pressure like massage or the use of weighted vest or blanket. Rhythmic repetitive movements such as on a swing, trampoline, or exercise ball. Different textures for the child to touch, using listening strategies while performing activities. Stimulants are the best known and most widely used ADHD medications. Between 70 to 80% of children with ADHD have fewer ADHD symptoms when taking these fast-acting medications. Non-stimulants were approved for the treatment of ADHD in 2003. They do not work as quickly as stimulants, but the effect can last up to 24 hours. Medications can affect children differently and can have side effects such as sleep problems or decreased appetite. One child may respond well to one medication but not to another.